So, as y'all know, I recently dropped like 90% of my friends, hashtag all. Yeah, so I did. And in this video, I want to talk about how to move on because I feel like I've been through different friend groups in my life and I take friendships seriously more than other people so that when they end, it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of like, I don't know what to do after. But I feel like there has to be some type of like strategy on how to move forward because people come and go. There's no you don't see the expiration date, but the people come and go. So yeah, So a while ago I was in this friend group, and this is not a recent friend group, this was some years ago. A while ago I was in this friend group and they were fire, low-key. At the time I thought they were fire, but as I'm looking back now, because I'm obviously older than I was back then, those people were low-key not real friends. Like, they weren't good friends. But there was this one person out of the Brady bunch, that I really liked. Like, I actually really, not in a crush way, because we were in 5th grade, but like, I feel like that person, like, I had a connection with them. And it's kind of stupid to think about now. Or I may think it's stupid, but, it's kind of stupid to think about now. But I don't know. I just feel like it was a connection there that I haven't felt with other people that I've made friends with since I attended that school, like, years ago. It's like the school before my other school that I went to for 8th grade. So, yeah, that person was really special to me. And, leading up to that day where I got ditched, there was a lot of things. Like, it's really immature, but like, I feel like that was a big part of me, like, that was that point in my life. Like, yes, we were like in 5th grade, we were still very, very young, but the thing is, that is a big part of how I moved on and how life was after that, because I'm not gonna say it was easy for me to move on. It was hard because I really liked hanging out with that person. So for them to just cut me off with no explanation was very new to me, because I was like, what, 12, 11? I don't even know. But I was young. So it was hard for me to like kind of deal with that. So I'm just making this video so that anyone else who has went through anything like that, I wanna be that little person. Yeah, it's like that. But anyways, but yeah, back to the story. Like, people would ship us, but I wasn't on that. Like, a lot of people have shipped me with people. That wasn't the first time. Well, back then it was, but nowadays it's like, okay, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, people were shipping us and all that types of stuff, and I never really thought that I would like lose that person in my life. You never know. Like, that's what I was saying at the start of this video. You never know when someone has an expiration date. Like, you don't know, you don't see the expiration date, they just leave. But you gotta know, keeping in mind that everyone is gonna move out of your life eventually. How do you cope with it? Let me talk to you about that. Let's get on with this story. So, I just feel like, so after, like, that, like, the shipping thing, time went by, time was flying, and then one day, like, I don't even remember if it was this day, specifically, ooh, my bad, but it was October 12th, that's what I remember, 2022, when I got ditched. I was so upset. I was so upset. I was so upset. But you gotta let bygones be bygones. Things happen. You know, I realize that now, but back then I didn't know that people would just be trickling and falling out of my life. And so how did I like move on fully from that was to just kind of be honest with myself and be like, you know what, this person really ain't coming back to me. They left me for a reason. And God, if it was really a meant to be friendship that I was meant to have until now, maybe that person would have spoken to me, or maybe we wouldn't have went our separate ways in life. But it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't a meant to be friendship. So I had to move on. And like, I just saw bro last year when I went to my high school, and I was like, whoa, this is kind of heavy, because I will always have some sort of resentment. Like, I'm sorry. I will always have that, like, why would you do that type stuff to me? Like, I will always have that feeling, you know? And I feel like the best way to move on is just to accept it and just move forward and keep a positive attitude, because people who you used to like so much and who used to be your friend, and something happened on why you guys aren't friends and you just really can't move on. Like, say it's been a year since that thing happened, or Lord knows how long, but like, I'm just saying, like, you gotta like low-key be honest, and if there's a way to fix that problem, fix it. If there's no way, like in my case, I can't really speak to bro because it would be so awkward if I would have spoke to him nowadays. But like, yeah, you gotta like move forward, you know, especially if you have like friends and stuff like that. But like, yeah, my biggest thing that just kind of not really happened recently, but like, I think about it, you know, I like low-key stopped talking to this girl that I thought was my best friend, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of felt terrible, kind of felt bad, not knowing that I'm gonna talk to that person again, which it was my choice, low-key, but like, I thought we would still keep in touch, but maybe not. It was a one-sided friendship. Y'all know on my channel, I have this thing about one-sided friendships. I hate one-sided friendships. I despise it. So, I don't know, it was like, after I went homeschool, she just completely stopped talking to me. Like, I had to initiate, so I just cut it off. And how I moved on, like, my case is different from everybody's, but like, the one thing I can say is like, you gotta like keep pushing forward, and you gotta keep praying and knowing that there's better things coming. You feel me? So yeah, like, there's better things coming. Your life will continue after, you know, and it's okay to let yourself grieve, but don't let that grieving feeling or that grieving consume you, because I'm telling you, the people that we be missing don't even miss us. So you just got to be real with yourself. You just got to, you know, you just got to keep pushing and just keep moving, and you will find your people one day, because people who let you down and who play in your face, they ain't your real friends, guys. They ain't your real friends. So yeah, I think this is the end of this video. I don't really know if my advice helped, but like, that's low-key what I had to do. Like, over time, I just forgot about that person because I'm still trying to live my life, you know, with no friends. I'm still trying to live my life. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Do what you gotta do, like, subscribe. Bye.